Like, so if your intent was to protect me and save me, I'm just gonna be 100 with you. That's not what you're doing, and you need to stop, because what you're actually doing is putting me in a situation where you're making me second guess the very thing that's helpful for me.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day, I am who I say I am, and I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. Reverend Douglas Thomas in the building. He's super hydrated over there.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. That is this? No, we're out of Black History Month.
It's every day. Every day.
Letting it go.
Yeah. We got Dr. King in the building. Dr. King, how you feeling, man?
I have a dream.
You sure did. Now you got a reality.
And he got it. Podcast.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling? It's still cold here. I was hoping maybe, you know what I'm saying, we would get to the 70s, 80s, but I'm a little premature.
You know what? I'm excited, bro.
Michigan is the only place I get ashy. Like, I don't even get ashy, but I look down in my hands like, ooh. I was like, they're a little dry.
You know what, though?
Got lotion around here?
You know what, Mar? I'm going to be honest with you. I appreciate the seasons. You know, being out in Cali, it's just, where I am, it's just the same all year long. It might get a little cold in the winter at night, but it doesn't, view-wise, it doesn't change. So I think I enjoy being in Michigan and it's cold, and then going to Cali and getting the sun, like going back and forth. It's like I appreciate Cali more because of the cold in Michigan, but then I appreciate Michigan because I'm like, yo, you got to be a beast to be off in this.
Yeah.
Bro, that's when you know. That's when you know you made it. When you talk about you appreciate the season. That's when you know you made it. I ain't there yet, dog. I don't appreciate the season. I'm fine it's cold. I'm saying.
No, I do. Christmas is when the only time, bruh.
I'm with you.
And it don't be snowing on Christmas.
On Christmas.
That's the thing that throw you off.
Season, I don't even mind if it's 3 months of cold. Like, we got a season of that, and then we out, but it's just too much here, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah. Anyway, how's everybody feeling? Everybody good?
Man, wonderful. Sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on? Anybody got anything new in their life?
Book release coming. I'm going to be real with you, Ma.
New in all our lives.
I'm starting to get a love. It's, they making moves. At first it was just they was meeting with my guy, Rory, and they was just putting the plan together, like the blueprint, like what we going to do. Now Tiff got it, Tiff a dog. So now Tiff got it. She in beast mode, and they doing stuff. They starting to make phone calls. They setting stuff up, and I'm just like, wow. We've written books before, but this one is this is a little different, bro. This one is the Elizabeth. This is I'm coming, Elizabeth. This is the big one.
Should we reveal the title?
Nah.
The title is Habit Stacking.
Free book, free 99 book.
Oh man, I'm good, man. Fam is good. Excited, man. The kiddos, doing well.
Hey, I'm looking forward to
Hey, man,
this,
we need some new equipment, dog. You know what I'm saying? What is
over there?
Carl.
I got the best mic. My mic don't do all that.
I need some Cialis.
Hey, E. His mic needs some manpower.
Hey, look, I got Carl. Look at it. He can't even.
Come on, Carl.
Hey, bro.
Come on, Carl. Put your back into it.
If don't nobody appreciate my jokes, Carl be giving away.
Oh, my God.
Okay, hold up. We having a mic malfunction. We ain't been here in a while.
Hey, I'm looking forward to Phenomenal Life, though, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Man, it's correct.
Yes, sir.
It's correct.
It's correct.
I feel like they owe us some paper to sponsor this joint, the way we be moving with them through the Riviera Maya streets.
Right? What is this, third or fourth? Fourth. Because we did 2, right?
Yes, this the third. This the third one.
Yep.
Yeah, third. Yeah. He was like, we ain't going nowhere else.
I'm saying for what, bro?
Yeah. Nah.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of people vacation and they just want to go somewhere different just so they can say they've been somewhere different. My thing is I go for the experience. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not going to get a better experience, then why just go somewhere different just to be going somewhere different, bro? And Dubai, everybody like, oh, it look like you're going to be living it. I am. I'll be back. I'll be back the end of September. No, Maul, what did you say? You told me, I'll be in October because Maul said we got the Make Real Estate Real Boy, so we can't go. All right, so we're going to go either October or maybe wait till 1st of November because I want you to be able to go for a while, Maul. I don't want you to have to rush. I want you to have to rush. I want you to take your time with the A5 boy. And so, Dubai, man, it's an experience, bro. Mexico, that's an experience. So until somebody told me Singapore. Yeah. Somebody said Singapore. Okay. So we're gonna Dubai again, and then Singapore.
Wait, you talking about going to Dubai with the babies? Oh no.
You ain't going with the babies?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. I ain't trying to go no experiential learning my first time. Look, y'all done been there 9 times, not talking about let's just take the kid. No, I'm good on that.
I'm gonna have Train do his thing with him, so you don't have to be with him during the day. Train gonna go ahead and knock that out.
I'm talking about at all.
Oh yeah, you gotta give him at least one speech, bro.
Oh no, I got a speech in me, but that different hotel, like I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna have him on the same floor. As you.
Listen, it's a few things that the downside of being the 2-man and stuff like the man behind the scenes. You don't get shoes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody just hands you bags full of $10,000 to say 5 words to them. But you also don't have to get up and deal with these kids. You know what I'm saying? On the ring, I'm like, okay, y'all do your thing. I'll be at the Burj Khalifa.
Train, back me up, Train.
Train got it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody's feeling well, man. My brother E hit me with a voice note this morning about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I got it at 6. You know what I'm saying? It was still there for me.
You know what I'm saying, Mom? I'm just not gonna remember it at 6.
What time? No, like for real. What time did you actually sleep yesterday? Cause you won something. You sent that. Then you and Jamie was going back and forth. 2 something, 3 something. What time did you actually sleep?
Oh no, he slept at 8 o'clock because I called him at 8 p.m. and he was gone.
8:30.
What's so crazy?
I told Mom, I was like, he ain't gonna pick up.
Right. He be sending messages, right? When he up at 1:30 in the morning, I just be closing my eyes. Right. Like literally, when you getting up, I'm just going to sleep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, that's good though. Yeah. We got the whole world covered.
We playing tag. We like tag.
But Maul got me up earlier because Maul was just saying, like, don't do that. Do your 5 pillars. So I've been trying to practice on that. So last night I went to sleep. When did we play? Whatever. State. I don't remember when the game was. Yeah, I don't remember the game. But anyway, so I'm kind of like, all right, Didi, did I get that time? Did I get Jada in? Did I get boom? Then I get, you know what I'm saying? So about 8:30, I guess I thought I had got everybody in. Went to sleep at 8:30, got up about midnight, was like, everybody good? Didi, like, I'm cleaning up. I'm like, good, I'm going back to sleep. I definitely don't want to help you clean up. That's not my love language. And got up about 1 o'clock and got it in.
What's the hardest thing about being E.T. the hip-hop preacher? Not Eric Thomas.
Oh, E.T. Oh, sorry, I'm about to say.
I just looked at your shirt.
He was ready.
Okay,
no, not Eric Thomas.
I'm about to just go with Didi.
No. She definitely don't know the hip-hop preacher.
Yeah,
they ain't never met.
You know what I would say about the E.T. the hip-hop preacher is, I know the answer, but I'm trying to think of how to say it. It's like, when I'm in public, I don't get to cut it off. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So let's just say, me and Didi doing something, and we like in the moment, like talking, or we like deep or whatever, or arguing or something, whatever. It's like if I see somebody, I got to stop and just go like, what up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Mad shout out to Didi. She makes it easy. Because some people would be like, we eating at the dinner table, and people will be like, "E.T., I don't mean to interrupt you." I'm like, "Yes, you do.
Yeah, you definitely
You just did. Like, you mean to. You just did it."
Mm-hmm.
But, man, I just got to tell you, you changed my life. And so sometimes for me, Ma, I feel like I'm in one of those pillars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm deeply into my family pillar, spending time with Dee Dee, and I don't want to stop to, whatever. But like I said, Dee Dee be like, "Yo, stop. We're actually at this table because of them.
Yeah.
We living in California and Michigan because of them. So you stop what you're doing, talk, take a picture." But for me, sometimes I'm like, "Yo, bro, like, I'm trying to spend time with my wife. I'm trying to get it in." So, yeah, that's the hardest part.
And it's bad, too. I told y'all, man. It's like, especially
nowhere.
Well, even Maul now, can't do a whole lot. But E, I told you one time I was out, last time I was out with E and Toby. Bruh. In Houston.
Oh,
bruh. I was like, I just went to the table. Like, I'm ordering and eating, and y'all, whenever y'all, y'all get done doing your
I love it, though, Maul. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm an addict, so I could do it all day, but it's like I got to shut it off to be with my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I like to try to shut it off and do the whole thing. I will say this, though. We are starting to get to the point where when we go to a restaurant, they got the VIP section for us and kind of let us go in the back and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's still for my wife. If Dee Dee wasn't alive, bro, I'd be just all day, every day doing it. But I do have respect, for my wife. And she's like, we've been doing it since she was 19. So at what point, you know what I'm saying, do we cut it off? And not cut it off, but like at what point? And so, Ma, I'm grateful for you, too, because it's like I built the crib with all the stuff. So it's like, Dee Dee, if we want to do that, let's just stay at home and do that. And then we've agreed on when we go out, you E.T. the hip hop preacher when we go out. So don't.
Because sometimes I'm not going to say no names because it's just, I ain't that type of dude. And I actually really respect who he was as an athlete. But, I live in Atlanta, so you see everybody on a rig. You know what I'm saying? And, again, I don't approach people like that's not my thing. Even if I'm like, oh shoot, there go, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still a human. Like I noticed if somebody in the building or somebody whatever, you know what I'm saying? And obviously because of the inroads that we've made, that sometimes you're around some powerful people, stuff like that. I just don't get geeked up like that or like overly go in nobody's space because it's like I don't know you like that.
Right.
Or I might be like, hey, if we like in the same setting, it's whatever. And again, I'm not trying to be like, think he big time, can't holler at nobody, because I might see somebody and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like certain people, Steve Smith. I saw Steve Smith at the football game, lost my mind.
Right.
Y'all, not Steve Smith, the football player, the basketball player, MSU. Like I still have a lot of reverence for my man. I named my sports bar in the crib after my man. It's called Smitty's Pub because of my man. I never knew that. Oh yeah, it's called Smitty's Pub. I've got the sign is hanging up.
I know the sign, but I just didn't.
Smitty's Pub. No, that's for Steve Smith.
Wow.
One, because he was my favorite player. Like, I have respect for like the people who I admired when I was little.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like 10 years old, a diehard Spartan fan, and Steve Smith was killing. And you got to think, Michigan had the Fab Five. So I had Steve Smith, you know what I'm saying? So like Smith, he was killing cats, and I was like, yo, that was my guy. So like when I see him, I still be like, ooh. So I'm more apt to like, new celebrities. I'm like, bro, I was grown when you came. Like, no disrespect, but like, I might still be like, okay, Shaq might be one where I like, ooh, like that's Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can feel that older moment. But I was in, I digress and say that I was in, is that Cheesecake Factory, and my man was in there. This is a huge celebrity. I'm talking about huge. I'm talking about like everybody recognize him. And my man at the Cheesecake Factory, by himself, I don't know, maybe he had a friend with him, I don't know. I didn't see nobody with him. And it was like young kids and stuff like that coming up to him like, oh my God, can I tell you? And he was shutting everybody down. I'm talking about like not even cool. And I'm talking about no. I'm talking about like every 5 seconds. I'm like, bro, I was at the table next to it, like just watching it. Cheesecake Factory, they got the bar right there. He was sitting at the bar, like eating his food, whatever. And again, definitely, I'm eating and drink. Like this ain't necessarily the time. But my man was just and you just saw kids walking away like
deflated.
I was like, but my point is like,
hero?
fam, one, you big enough to where you could be like, yo, put me in a booth in the back, something like that. Don't have me all the way up at the front doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it was just weird. And like I said, I'm not saying that you owe it to anybody to be, whatever, because, hey, you feel like I'm a human too. I get it, but it's just like, man, like you said, if you want to be in seclusion, you don't want to do nothing, just stay at the crib probably, or find somewhere you can go and be low key. You at the Cheesecake Factory.
Everybody can see
on a Friday night.
Hey, I be in Mariano's, bro. I'm talking about cats be coming up to me.
Yeah.
And
I was with you.
And I be like, let's do it. Come on, man. Hey, I'm grocery shopping. Come on. And we can talk.
And I think, though, for us, and this is why I'm super grateful, for the opportunity to do it, is because people, and this is no diss to any other genre, but when people come up to me, it's more like, I'm sure Maul, same thing with you, it's more like, you changed my life type of deal.
Thing.
You feel me? It's different. So that's why I don't be want to not, whatever, because, my man might be at a moment. And, and a lot of dudes who, like, real live cats will say, like, bruh, I ain't on that. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't gonna see no celebrity and be all running up behind him. But you changed my life. Yeah, you feel me? So I'm like, yo, that's a different level of responsibility that I have. Yeah, that like, yo, anytime you out, anybody run up on you, you gotta whatever. Now here's the new thing I do, Maul. I go, yo, bro, you got your phone on you? Yeah, let's get a flick. Because I already know you want to take a pic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to be like, okay, now I talk to you, now I'm being disrespectful, ask for a pic. I'm like, I said, bro, let's take a flick. It was like, are you real? I was like, yeah, because ain't nobody going to believe you when you tell me, when they tell you saw me. Yeah. Like, they ain't going to believe you. So show them the pic, and they be geeked. Or Diddy will be like, you got your phone with you? Wow. Let me get a pic with y'all real quick. You feel me? So I try to show that respect because I do know that we're not, like I could get it, bro. If you a boxer or something, like you ain't necessarily boxing to be nobody hero. Nope. I'm not saying that you
Charles
not.
Barkley
but
said
Charles Barkley was like, I'm not, I hoop to hoop. Yeah. I wasn't really hooping for this part of it. Yeah. And so it's like, but for us,
it's impactful too.
Yeah, that part comes with what we do.
So
our job is changing lives.
Take the Steve Smith thing to another level. So that was my favorite player ever as a Spartan. And then come to find out, he paid for my wife to go to college.
Crazy.
So you got the impactful and the celebrity.
Have you ever talked to him and told him that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I like I said, it's weird. I could be around, I done been around, I'm talking about celebs, and not felt nothing, and get around Steve Smith and be like, dang, be like, hey, Steve, how you doing, man? Be nervous, dog. It's crazy. Just take you right back to your childhood. Who celebrity-wise, who you think, who would you be? Okay, because I know all of y'all cool. What's up, Daryl? I know all of y'all cool, but like, who do you think, is there anybody you would see where you would get nervous, like, woo, I'm in the room with him, like, and we've been around. Ma, you was with me. We was around in Miami. We was around some huge stars, and I mean in like rooms like this, just hanging out. And again, no disrespect, my heart did not even remotely. But is anybody who you would say, we know Carl got a couple cricket players that if he saw, he'd pass out. You know what I'm saying?
No, we was just in Dubai. That's all they was talking about.
No,
it's a cricket player.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying, and don't give me the cool answer, because I feel Maul coming on, bro, I just train like any other man, so you know what I'm saying?
That ain't what I was about to say.
Actually, they need to respect me.
Actually, I'm going to say an answer that's going to mess you up.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan?
No. It really was E.T.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Scotty. I thought you were about to say Scottie Pippen. When you said no to Jordan, I said it's got to be Scotty.
Scotty was the greatest, though. Scotty was. But no, my man, I mean, not even joking, not to be funny, not to whatever. It was just that, like, kind of how you said, like, I played football.
Right.
So it's kind of like, and I felt like I was supposed to have been in the league too.
No question.
And I did. I feel like I trained harder than most of them NFL guys. So I met Ray Lewis. I sit there, ate with him, and it was kind of like, I'm sizing him up. I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I can do. And so I met other individuals that was kind of like, oh, I can do what you do. But it was when I first, you know what I'm saying, was hearing your voice and things like that. It was different. It wasn't like, oh, you can slam a basketball or you can score a touchdown and make a tackle. It was like you're saying impactful things, which was on. So when you talk about the greats, people that I would love to meet, it's like the Martin Luther Kings, Muhammad Ali's. You were somebody that I saw that's alive that fit that category. And so you were the living version of those type of individuals. So in the beginning, I was kind of, before E became my brother, I'm talking about even back when we did the podcast right here, I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With the person that I still listen to him when I work out. And I call my man up on the phone. Then when I'm done working out, we accountability partners, but I'm still listening. Am I lying?
Oh, facts.
I'm still listening to him. So I know how to separate even still, like, okay, this E my brother, And this is E.T. the hip hop preacher type deal. I still know how to, but
Okay, that's cute. Who else? You know what I'm saying? That's cute.
Not with you, Mom. I've always been like Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
No, them don't count.
Like
I'm talking about right now.
Like
right now, though,
right now.
Michael Jordan. Probably the only one got that status for me.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna need the combination. Michelle and Barack.
Ooh, and Barack.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the combination. I feel like if I get Barack by himself, I'm gonna be feeling like, man, something missing.
Yeah.
I get Michelle just out of respect, But those are the two people that I feel like, yeah, I like to sit down and like, bro, you ran the free world.
Okay, so I'm gonna make that happen for you.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make that happen.
Let's
for you.
go.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you when.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
they coming to something. So
All right. So let's go.
They're coming to Morehouse for
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
For dinner.
Great men have come to it.
Summertime cookout.
Great men have come to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in the rooms where Martin Luther King, different folks was at Morehouse. I had some great people lived on that block and run up and down that block. Yeah.
Wow.
See, do we put Beyonce on this list?
Ooh.
Boy, you gonna get divorced.
I'm just. He said, "Who would you feel some kind of way about?"
I thought you would say Rihanna then. That's gonna go there.
C, I'm asking C.
That's a different tingle, Carl. I wasn't talking about that
one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the butterfly.
That kind of feeling in that eye.
Cut that.
Carl, we trying to save you, dog.
Cut that. Because you see Carl's face when he asked it. He's like,
Y'all know mine was Kobe, man.
Yeah.
It was Kobe. That's gone. I ain't got that opportunity. I got to make the heaven, see if Kobe going to be up there with me. But that was the one just because he was the first person that I saw. Again, I watched Mike, but I wasn't thinking like that then. Mike was just, he cool.
yeah.
Kobe was the first person that I was young, E.
Oh, okay.
cool.
I'm saying, and I was a Laker fan, so I didn't like him at all.
Okay.
Like, because of that dude.
Respect.
saying.
But
Oh, yeah.
And
I
just
was
to
a
be-
Piston fan, but he
and
cool. But he
I'm
was
saying,
Mike.
You sound like Scottie Pippen right now.
I'm saying I didn't appreciate it then because of my age. You know what I'm saying? As I got older and I watched Kobe come in as a young kid and do, something to that level, it's like, yo, this kid got something. I met Magic and cool, he was big, but it wasn't Magic was my first poster, but it wasn't like that. Like, wow, okay, cool, Magic, but I had known his family.
Magic from Lansing. Keep that respect.
No, I'm saying it's a respect, but it wasn't like the
Kobe.
oh my gosh, it's
Kobe.
Magic. Honestly, it wasn't that for me. I met LL one time. We was on a flight together from Barbados, and we literally he was literally like a seat ahead of me, so we didn't talk on the flight.
No,
but
he would
getting off-
definitely fan out with LL.
no doubt.
Cool.
Oh,
Jack,
no
it's
doubt.
hard.
No rapper could rap
quite like I can. I take a muscle ball, man, put his face in the sand.
But again, Kobe just represented that. Like, yo, I'm going to go after everything. He was the first person for me as a kid. Again, this is before I met E. Like for real, I'm being connected to this. He was the first person I saw. Like, yo, this is what I want. I don't care none about what y'all think. I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Yeah, he would be the one for me for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you talking about if you talking about past or present, man, Michael Jackson, boy.
Oh, wow, that would have been, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about Faint.
Yeah.
Like them people in the concert. Faint. Michael Jackson?
Yeah, he's a legend.
No, that was that. Now that would have been different if you met Mike. You know what I'm saying? Just the aura around. Can you imagine the
I still
aura
would have
around
put
him?
Jordan over Mike for me.
Oh,
Really?
not me. No, I put Michael
this is
Jackson over
I
everybody.
mean, the
else.
world would
You know what
probably
I'm
put
saying?
Michael Jackson. The
What
world,
about
he's
your-
number
your
one.
Motown kind
So
of
I
vibe.
agree.
No,
Which,
that's- I'm
I'm
Any-
saying like
saying,
I'm saying
Michael
Mike
Jackson.
raised us.
Oh,
I'm saying
Yo,
anybody
you know what I'm
else?
saying?
so, without a doubt.
You know
I'm
what's
asking
crazy
about
though?
Motown, like anybody else in
you know
Motown,
what's
'cause
crazy?
that's big.
Yeah, so
Oh,
for me it
yeah.
is Michael Jackson, but y'all will be shocked for this answer, and I don't ever think she get her full credit. But Diana Ross, Diana Ross was a beast, man. You know, she was a beast, and she was Motown. You know, but they always talk about like the Temptations, you know, all of them. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, what's your boy name? Smokey Robbins. They always talk about them, but Diana Ross and the Supremes was a beast, and then she did her own thing. She was in movies, you know. She was always with Little Mike. You know what I'm saying? She was with Little Michael Jackson all the time. So Diana Ross definitely, man, is one of the people that I, you know, have always looked up to and was just like, you know, she made it. Like, she survived. It's a lot of people that go through Motown and become, you know, like they die of drugs or going, like crazy stuff be happening to people that are on that level of celebrity. She's been able to have children and still, you know, be on top. I've never gone to her concert, but at some point I'd love to go to a concert, and I don't know if she's still doing them or not, but yeah, she pretty dope.
All right, cool. Just curious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
no
saying?
doubt.
Back to the text, the 1 a.m. text. So let me see if I set this up correctly.
Yeah.
But he was saying basically,
Get some new equipment.
I don't know what's going on with this studio, bro. We got to blow this out.
Cold outside.
Okay, yeah, no, they got
It's
arthritis.
too cold in the D.
Yeah, saying.
We supposed to keep peace. It's so cold
All
in
on
the
the
D.
So, the essence, if I got it correctly, was he was saying like, yo, people don't not fool with you because no, let me say it like this. Okay, let me get it.
Like that.
I got it. Is that it?
Say it like that.
People don't not fool with you because of your flaws, right? Like because everybody has flaws, is what you were trying to say. Like, yo, everybody got flaws. So people be like, yo, I don't fool with my man. He, talk too much, or you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't trustworthy, or he ain't
right.
And the essence of what he was saying is that's not the truth. The truth is you don't bring enough value to override your flaws.
Let's go.
He was like, everybody, he was like, because this one it clicked for me. He was like, because see, I do some stuff you don't like. I was like,
We all do. Yeah, we all do.
I was like, he pissed me off sometimes.
Yeah.
But our relationship is too much value to let that pales in comparison. I'm teasing, but that pales in anything that we don't, rub each other wrong is super outweighed by the positives that we bring, right? And so I'll let you take it from there.
No. I'm just saying, like, especially in the Christian community, like, people be lying. Like, I had, what I'm saying? Like, I had an experience with so-and-so, and, they ain't godly, and so I ain't fooling with them no more. Like, who are you fooling with that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so people come up with these excuses. Like, I stopped fooling with him. I stopped fooling with her. I don't even know why you still fool with. I had a situation with Maul, Make Real Estate Real. And somebody was like, oh, I was fooling with Make Real Estate Real and this, that. I was like, okay, and like, you go to Louis, it don't always work out. You still go. Mm-hmm. You bought a pair of Nikes that wasn't the best Nikes, and you still went back and you bought more Nike. I don't know what it is. You went to Walmart and had a bad experience. Whatever grocery store you go to, they overcharge you or didn't give you you got home, the product was whack. You didn't cut them off. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because for whatever reason, you felt like Louis messed up, but I still want to be wearing one. You feel what I'm saying? But so when it comes to people, it's like, oh, Make Real Estate Real, they didn't whatever. I was like, yo, first and foremost, whoever was over it is human. You feel me?
100%.
Like they human, right? And I don't know what the challenge was. It's like you said, I call Maul. Yeah, I call Maul. I can't always get him. I ain't pissed because I got his number. When I call, he doing stuff. But I'm not about to kill my relationship. And I kind of felt like that individual was kind of like, oh, so you ain't see the flaw and you ain't going to, what? First of all, I'm going to say something because I'm a man of integrity. Not that it's right or wrong. I'm just going to say something because I'm always looking out for my people. Like, yo, this could be true. It may not be. I don't know. Let's look into it. But I'm not about, and this is why I feel like people are so whack. Just be like, don't make it Christianity. Don't make it the Bible. Don't make it whatever you trying to make it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like whatever you're saying, the reason for you not fooling with somebody, don't make it spiritual. And I'm only saying that because if you are married, your husband ain't perfect, you still dealing with him. Ooh. If you got kids, they ain't perfect, you still dealing with them. Your wife ain't perfect, you still dealing with her. Mm-hmm. And I shouldn't say that. Let me not say that. Because I tell Didi all the time, I don't know that my wife isn't perfect. That's not a good way to say it. Let me just say, because that's up to God to decide. My wife doesn't have some of the preferences that I have.
The word. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just being real, I tell Didi all the time, the stuff you pissed at, if I was married to somebody else, they might not have no problems with it. They just got a different preference. If I was married to somebody who wasn't OCD, they could care less if I had clothes on the floor or not. You just OCD, so that's your preference. So you don't like the fact that I'm not OCD, right? And so I just want the people out there, because there are people committing suicide, there are people with suicidal thoughts, there are people who are depressed, there are people who are afraid to go outside because they have bought into this. People don't fool with me because of my flaws. It's not the truth. You don't need to commit suicide. Like, you don't need to have no depressive thoughts. You don't need to whatever. Bro, I'm just being real, 100%. I love my wife to life. But if I base my life on Didi's grade system for me, there might be some things I might just be like, oh, bro, I'm out the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out the game, bro. Like, I'm not a good man, right?
16 minus
64.
80?
Yeah, 80 minus 16, 64.
Oh, yeah.
64 years.
I was doing the negatives.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's 64 years that you live. Yeah. And you tripping on, like, you about to change your whole life and your whole life perspective because somebody said you didn't do well academically.
Right.
Like, you didn't put your, like, there are people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s still stuck because they didn't get the certain grades their parents want them to get, and now they living their whole life. I disappointed my parents. How you disappointed somebody over something where it was 16 years and you got another 64? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you wasted 64 years. You got a divorce. Now you the worst person on earth because it didn't work out between you and your girl. And now you got to be people looking at you like, oh man, your marriage didn't work out. You got a divorce. You a terrible husband. You a terrible spouse. No, the relationship didn't work out. Did I want it to? Yeah, I stood at the altar and said, for better or for worse. But when worse hit, I wasn't prepared for it. But there are literal people, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have done it to folk who've made a mistake that I was just like, yo, that's too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they spouse still with them, or they mama still love them, or they first cousin still straight. I just couldn't handle it. So I just want to get the message across, and however you guys can help me to get the message across, is that, again, your undesirable traits, which we all have, don't make you undesirable. And what I'd like to do is I like to spend the day focusing way more on what I do to make the earth a better place than what I don't do to make certain people happy.
Yeah, but I also think you can let people off the hook, too, when you go too far with that mentality.
No
I'm just being real, because some people going to look at it like, yo, that's just how I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that ain't necessarily like, you need to be better too, though. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I want to make sure people understand that balance.
But we don't,
because
have
some of y'all really own trash, and you like, oh, that's why you heard E.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, the thing that I love about God is He takes you from wherever you are.
You might want to get that.
You feel me? He takes you from wherever you are. Oh, okay. He takes you from wherever you are.
Go ahead, answer it.
He don't leave you. I'm calling, but He doesn't leave you. He don't leave you where you are. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
100%. Yeah. No, I understand that. I just want to make sure, like I said, you get individuals who hear that. You know what I'm saying? You get them people that's like, I'm stuck, and I don't want to admit I'm stuck, but I'm going to act like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going on. It's like, nah, you need to fix that. You know what I'm saying?
With inflation hitting a 39-year high, you don't need a PhD in economics to know that the $100,000 in your bank account could turn to $94,000 real soon. So what can you do? Experts suggest investing in alternative assets that historically thrive in high inflation environments. In fact, there's one unexpected alternative asset that appreciates by 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3% like it is right now, which is better than many of the popular investment strategies, even better than gold. And it has almost no correlation to public equities. Would you believe me if I told you that this alternative asset was contemporary art? Although it's surprising, using art to safeguard wealth isn't a new idea. The ultra-wealthy have been doing it for centuries, and now you can too with Masterworks.io. It's the new tech platform valued at over $1 billion. You heard me correctly, $1 billion. That lets you invest in paintings by Warhol, Picasso, and Banksy like stocks. You don't need hundreds of millions to add art to your portfolio anymore. You just need a solid internet connection to get started. Demand from Masterworks is as high as ever. But because you listen to the Secrets to Success podcast, you can get priority access to their offerings by going to masterworks.art/success. Again, that's masterworks.art/success. See important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer.
So that's the question I want to ask E is, well, how do you know if you need to fix it?
You're stuck at that.
If you need to fix it?
Let me tell you this.
I think Daryl tell Daryl to go.
Yeah, let me say this to you, see. First of all, I'm gonna say it again, and then I'm gonna say what I said again, and then I'm gonna answer to C's point. This is for those of you out there who you listen to the voice of people a little too much. It's like not healthy. You understand what I'm saying?
Give me the quote one more time, though.
It's a little.
Well, the one where you if you ask the same question
you ask
to
three people, you don't want to
advice. You want attention.
You want attention. So I'm saying there are those of you out there like you put too much stock into what other people think.
Oh my God!
Right? And listen to me. I'm saying this for y'all, not for me, because I can get in trouble saying this. I love my wife to life, but my wife is the type of person that if I do a speech, my wife is not the cheerleader. My wife is the one that's gonna come and say, "Yo, you could fix this, you could fix this, you could fix that." Now, while I love that trait about my wife, I have to be careful because there are times, see, where my wife is giving me her opinion and not necessarily God's word, if that makes sense. So my wife might be like, "Yo, you 25, you spoke for 30 minutes. You went too long." No, I didn't go too long.
Yeah.
God told me to go 44 minutes.
Right,
you feel me? So while I respect you and love you, I hear from God when it comes to.
So how do you decipher then?
I decipher because I know my spirit and my motives. So I went up.
So you decipher by saying, I don't care what you say.
No. It's not that I don't care what you say, because there's times when I've done 30 minutes. Matter of fact, the same thing to you and Carl. It was like, bro, you got to stop doing 22-minute YouTube clips.
Yeah. I'm saying, I agree with you, but I'm saying, so then if you just picking and choosing which ones you want to listen to.
No, I'm not picking and choosing.
It's not objective.
I'm not picking and choosing. I'm
then
saying.
You're just really going off your own thing, which is like, if I agree with it, I do it. If I don't, I'm not.
No, and I don't agree with that. I think if you were in a friendship, you listen to the evidence, right? You listen to the evidence. So y'all didn't say, don't do 22 minutes because you're getting on our nerves and it's taking too long. It's like, yo, E, when we look at the data shows that 90% of the people are not listening after 12 minutes. So if you're going 22 after the 12 minutes, you're talking to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just being real. You're talking to yourself. So E, if there's a way for you to condense the 22 down to 12, it's going to be advantageous for our numbers and for what we're trying to do. So what are you trying to do? Go 22 minutes, or are you trying to feed the people? Now, y'all gave me 12 minutes back in 2009, 10. I don't think I got a full minute on Instagram today. You feel what I'm saying? You got like 29 seconds, whatever. So it's coming with empirical evidence. So when my wife goes, yo, don't be up there talking that long. Okay, you know what? She might have been right when the congregation was in the building and you had preliminaries, you had singing, you had whatever. But now that it's on the internet and you ain't getting dressed and you ain't coming, it might be different now. Some people might be like, yo, we ain't got nothing. We in COVID. We ain't got jack to do. Yeah. We want 45 minutes. We want an hour, right? Same thing. Carl can look at the numbers and go, hey, E, it seems like after you get past this point, it ain't everybody dropping off, but you got this. And watch this. Take the information. I'm not saying that you need to do exactly what YouTube is telling us. I'm just telling you we got numbers from it. So for you, see, when you went, bruh, we're going to have to do music. And I'm going, bruh, I'm not trying to play this dysfunctional hip-hop that's cussing, doing whatever they doing at the advantage. And you say, hey, E, bruh, what you trying to do? You want to be in there with gospel music and don't nobody show up? Or you want to go ahead and do the hip-hop and get 200, 300 people in here and whatever. So I'm not just going, I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I'm going, I trust and value the people that are closest to me. We have a relationship for a reason. They're giving me some information. Cool. But I'm just going to be real with you. Even if you're doing that, that should only be a few. You should be able to count on one, maybe two hands how many people that is. You start getting to a point where you're listening to 20 people and 30 people and 40 people's ideas or opinion of you. That's tough. And I feel like I feel like people, and I can't say this for a fact. You know, this is a podcast. This is still entertainment. I'm not a therapist, but I will say this to you. I've discovered that people like my wife, who don't have a lot of people in her ear, the probability of her being overwhelmed with what people think is a lot smaller than other people. I'm not suggesting that you don't have a lot of friends. I'm just saying because Didi is not worried about your opinion of her and what she thinks. I just haven't seen her in the spirit of depression. Now, the few people who I've talked to who have been depressed, because of how people are viewing them, what they're thinking about with them. And so they're literally sitting at home going, what are you thinking about me? How do you feel about me? What I do, I promise you, I very rarely do I see Didi, only in the church, and she stopped doing it even in church. Only in the church do I remember Didi going, because I'm the first lady, I want to be careful to tote this line. But last week she told me she ain't doing it no more because it ain't working.
And now that's dead.
I'm just saying, she was just like, they're not executing. We're not getting results. We're doing a lot of talking, right? So I'm just saying, bro, I want to make it practical and specific. For those of you who have got a lot of people in your ear, and they're telling you that they don't like you because you flawed, or they don't like you because you do this wrong, or they don't like you, the chances are they don't like you anyway, or they don't know you. Right? Because
man, I saw a meme the other day. Somebody sent it to me. Said people aren't ignoring you; they living their life as you should.
Absolutely, absolutely,
was like, bruh.
Absolutely. So, and that's all I'm saying. So I'm just saying, so don't lie and say I'm not with you because I got a flaw. No, I'm not with you because I can't tolerate you, and you don't bring enough value to me to tolerate that. Ouch. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's not a bad thing.
So let's go there though, because I feel like we that ain't exactly. We went somewhere I didn't expect you to go. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
The value versus, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The pain, the heartache.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like so I mean, look, I get Carl and Marlon on this, but you think about individuals in your life who, you know, Marl can't stand me, but bring too much value to his life. You know what I'm saying? I've been raising him for a year and a half, 2 years. So it's like, how you gonna get rid of me?
I was a 3 though, Mo. I was at least a 3.
How can you
raise? Put you on a full 0.
I just want to. Somebody answer this question.
And
Carl,
now he one of the best speakers on the planet.
Carl, you wouldn't know. I told you, I'm number 100th.
That's right. That's right.
Best speaker.
You started at 1 million.
Hey, that's my thing. I say, man, I'm the number 100.
I like it. I like it.
My man is the number 1.
I love it though. I love it.
Even though I was hard on him and he hate the fact that I'm hard on him, I bully him. He loves the results that he's, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh, what is it like to be in your world?
His world.
What is it like to be in your world, bro?
I'm saying, C is another person that's not going to be depressed.
He's not about nobody else.
He ain't about to commit.
But see, at the same time, C is not dumb at all, though. He only goes after people that's already talented.
No, he never
you know what I'm saying?
He only did.
So the way I look at it, it's like we X-Men, right? We X-Men. I just didn't know that I had claws that come out my hand.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
CJ pissed you off enough that the
C
claws
already
came
knew
out.
it. C already got a list of us misfits.
Oh, no question.
And he already like, okay, E.T. don't know it, but he can turn into fire and can fly. He just don't know it yet. So he like, what's that, Professor X, the bald head dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
So C like Professor X, so he know already what our abilities are. And then just because he tell us what God already put in us, he think he made us.
CJ's like,
Yeah, that's it. So answer the question.
Yeah, no. So people in your life, again, like you think about people that you cut off, and Maul, hey, let me say something. Maul, he quick to let you go. I done seen Maul let people go. I'm talking about bow. Like, ooh, what happened to them? Gone.
Forgetting those things which are behind and pressing forward to those things which are ahead. First off, I got a principle. If you in my circle and our only conversation is about the past, then I must leave you in the past. That's a rule.
Principle number 1, pay attention.
write that down.
If we get together and we only talk about how good the past was, then that means there's no room for you in my future.
Yeah.
And so when I get around cats like this, it's all future talk. That's the only way to keep building. And so with this conversation, it's like everybody got an opinion. Just because somebody got an opinion about you does not mean it's law. Doesn't mean it's fact.
Absolutely.
So you have to be careful.
Slow that down. Say that one more time, Maul. Slow that down.
Everybody has an opinion.
Yes.
And just because somebody has an opinion about you does not mean that it's law, and it does not mean that it's factual.
And it doesn't mean that you have to
embrace it. You don't have to wear it. You don't have to wear what it is. You know how many times I've had people try to tell me what I was doing, right or wrong. That people try to tell me long time ago, oh, man, you trying to invest in real estate? Like, man, boy, don't you know, man, your father was a sergeant, man. You could make it up the chain. You supposed to at least be a lieutenant. Like, man, I'm telling. But I had to. See, the thing about it is when you come up with a plan for your own life, nobody else sees that plan.
Absolutely.
So because nobody else sees that vision you have or that plan have, then how can they tell you what you're doing right or wrong? You don't know what I'm doing. Like, you can't see it. But now it's so crazy. I'm saying people had opinion about me years ago, now seeing the results of what I saw in myself.
So number 2, you're less likely to be in a certain mental or an emotional funk if you have a vision for yourself, a plan for yourself.
Absolutely.
That you're getting up and you're working on daily.
Absolutely.
I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to connect the dots.
And that's the
I like
thing.
how you did that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you were saying, when
Usually you're the shooter. Now you trying to play point guard.
I love it. I love it.
He put it up, though.
Okay.
I learned how to shoot.
But the only time you
Stay in
listen,
your lane, though.
only time
You know what I'm saying? You got a little too much dip on
Now
your
you're
chip.
showing claws too, E. You're not supposed to do that.
the only time that you listening to too many opinions is when you don't have one about yourself, when you don't even know who you are.
That's good. That's good.
You don't know who you are,
That's
so
good.
you're trying to find yourself in other people's opinions. Would you like for me to say that again, preacher?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I would.
You don't know who you are,
Yeah.
so now you're spending the rest of your life trying to find yourself or who you are in other people's opinions.
Yeah, and here go the thing: the wrong people's opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no question.
like
I
I'm just
got you.
saying, like, I know people, and I'm not trying to be funny, but like, whatever you think of me or E or Carl or Maul or whatever, I know some people who call me like, see what you think. I'm like, bro, you got a wife? You got a brother who you grew up with your whole life? I met you Tuesday.
But you know what I come to find out,
And
bro?
you think because you placed me on some imaginary pedestal, you thinking, oh, so I got to like, nah, that's not exactly how it works. We're not even in the same field.
But that's
you
why
do something completely different than I do. But because you put me on the pedestal, which you shouldn't have, because I'm human too. You think my opinion is so deep, you don't value the people around you who know you the best.
Right.
And so it's like, dog, I'm going to put, I see Maul, and because he the 9-to-5 millionaire, he wrote a book and all that, I'm going to come to you for my opinion of myself.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dog, like, yo, you got to, you have to have, like, that again, and we talked about it before, but you have to have your own circle, dog. Yeah. Like, this is our circle. I'm not trying to be funny. You not in it. You not in it.
But you know why I value? You know why I value? So that's good, because I don't even really listen to people's opinions, truthfully. But the reason why let's say if I was listening to your opinion, I will value your opinion a lot more than 99% of people. Why? Because you know where I'm going.
Right.
You know what I'm. So your opinion is based on not just where I'm at today.
Right.
Your opinion is on where Jamal is going to be in the next 10, 15 years.
Yep.
But them outsiders, you have no clue who I am or where I'm going. So therefore, your opinion is only based off of where you are at today or where you think you're going 10, 15 years from now. So yeah, that was
let me say, I gotta say this.
Go ahead, my bad.
Man, if you listening, please, 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 please. I don't know what number we on. See, what did you just say? That's number 4, probably. What did you say? So I want to make sure y'all catch this. That there is a group of people that you should be listening to their opinion.
100%.
And there's a group of people you shouldn't be. Write all of this down, y'all. You can turn this into a course.
I
right?
promise you.
So here's what I was going to say, Maul. It's dangerous then for you to have people in your life, number 5, who are actually trying to give you opinions versus the people who should be giving it to you. I want y'all to listen to me. Catch this one. I've seen a lot of good people go along the wrong way because they are listening to people's opinion who are trying to talk them out of the people's opinion they should be listening to. You
Can you say that again?
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
No, bro, I'm
that's
just being
good.
real. There are people who I have looked out for you and looked after you. Bottom line, bruh. I've looked out for you and I've looked after you. The thing that, and there's a lot of things, but I believe one of the more profound things that has happened between CJ and our relationship is that his father and I, because he listens to his father, like sees father's opinion of him is strong. Sees father and I, for whatever reason in the beginning, clicked in whatever we had, and continue to have a relationship. So what makes CJ and our relationship so strong is the person who's in CJ's ear tells CJ that I need to be in CJ's ear. You understand what I'm saying? So the person that CJ looks up to probably the most is saying to C, yo, this person is who you need to be listening to for this part. Not I'm envious or jealous as a father. You know, I don't want my son listening to no other man.
Yeah.
He's saying, yo, C, get your butt up there on Monday and whatever he tell you to do, do it and keep doing it.
You said two small words just that I don't want people to miss. Don't like stay where you are.
Yep.
You said listen to for this part.
Yep.
That's super important because he might not be give you advice for every area of life.
No, not at all.
100%.
Not
so
at all.
you said this part, and I don't want people to miss that because she might not be able to help me with everything.
No questions
There's
asked.
some areas she gonna murder it for me, and I need to be able to know the difference. Like, ooh, I gotta go to
you
see
ain't
for
gonna
that.
be with nobody.
I gotta go.
Who gonna give you some information. I'm just saying.
but
I'm saying. Hopefully, you won't be with people because they're experts spiritually. They're gonna try to act like they're experts in everything.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what some people do. They try to act like because they got one gift that now all of a sudden because they know this and they
please
are.
be careful of them people who know everything.
Right. You feel me? And
they just know everything for your life.
They may be deep right here, but it don't mean you deep for everything. So, but where I see a lot of people go wrong is I've not done anything to harm you, to hurt you. I've only blessed you. But you allow people who have not done for you what I've done for you to come in and tell
you what you want to hear. Not what's right for you.
Feed that part of you.
Oh, 100%.
You feel me? I'm
we
just
talked
saying.
about it. You value confirmation over correction.
You feel me?
You like, oh, they confirming what I want to feel.
Yeah.
So, bruh, it is.
So,
if I come, Carl, you already know you shouldn't even be fooling. You know you better than. It's like, you feeding that beast. You know what I'm saying?
I literally had a person tell me that somebody that was in our circle when they left the church told them you should start your own thing. You feel me? And I'm just saying, here's the deal, bro. I ain't tripping.
Your shadow won't follow you. You trying to start a church.
I'm just saying.
That was a good one.
No, I'm just saying. When I was at Madison Mission, everybody told me I would preach. I had cats come up to me like, yo,
if you bounce, I'm with you.
Bruh, you and I'm like, yo, bro, doggy help me. I wouldn't.
You ain't loyal here.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm saying we have to be careful, bruh, that because somebody's gonna tell us something that we don't want to hear, that we don't want to, and then we have to be careful of who are we listening to. And for real, I'm just being real. If you really care for me, why would you say, yo, I can help you make some bread, bro, without CJ? Why would you even say that? Like, why would you feel comfortable coming to me? Like, what part of Boo Boo the Food do I look like that the person who has literally helped me, that made whatever sacrifices he made, we don't have time to talk about all on the podcast.
No, we got time. Plenty of time.
You know what I'm saying?
I know where to go.
We ain't got time, bro.
We ain't got
time.
Take your time.
The list is too long.
What they said, take your time.
The list is too long.
This is too long.
You feel me? But for you to come to me and say, and this is what I want to say, you should know something is wrong with you. And again, we human. So it ain't the end of the world, but you should know something is wrong with you so you can correct it. You should know when something is coming in your ear and it's saying, yo, why would you be saying this to me anyway? Like, about this person anyway. Like, how do I benefit from you trying to create a wedge between the two of us? Or the person has been a blessing to me. How is it that you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what are you trying to do? And they might say, I'm looking after you. And then you could just say, oh, well, if that's what you're doing, you're not. Like, so if your intent was to protect me and save me, I'm just going to be 100 with you. That's not what you're doing. And you need to stop, because what you're actually doing is putting me in a situation where you're making me second guess the very thing that's helpful for me.
100%.
So I'm just saying, y'all got to be careful of, I went back to it. If somebody says you're undesirable, cool, I'm sorry, you have undesirable traits, cool. Let's take it back to the beginning. I want to make sure we're clear. If somebody is saying you're undesirable, that's a lie. They're just saying they don't want to put up with you. They're just saying that they don't have the capacity to be patient with you and to be gentle with you. But can I say something to you? There is a group out there for you, and you don't have to lock yourself up in the room. You don't have to not go outside and be active with people. You don't have to think about taking your life. You don't have to be depressed. Just because that you were in high school right now. I'm talking to you. You were in high school, and there was a group of people you wanted to be with, and they didn't want to be with you. It's not the end of the world. There's some girl you wanted to date, and she don't like you. It's not the end of the world. There's some you wanted to be on a football team. You didn't make it. It's not the end of the world. You got cut from the basketball team. It's not the end of the world. There is a group of people.
You didn't get a promotion. You got divorced. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the end of the world.
Your bank account don't look like you thought.
You feel me? Don't get so caught up on and focus on the undesirable that you forget. Nope, basketball team don't want you. That girl don't want you. But there was a girl There was a girl that did like you. There was a girl that thought you was cool, but because other people thought she wasn't cool, now you didn't think she was cool, and now you want to be with who? Like, don't do that, y'all. I'm telling you, there's somebody out there that loves you just the way you are. There's somebody. Don't go changing the color of your hair. You feel me? I'm being real. I think some of you are going through what you're going through unnecessarily because you're putting all your focus on one group or one person or one big promote or whatever. I used to tell LaShawna all the time, LaShawna, you didn't pass the bar exam. LaShawna, I know people who pass it ain't making the money you making.
For sure.
LaShawna,
seriously,
you didn't pass the bar exam. I know some people who pass and they can't stand their job. LaShawna, look at what you changing the world. But you so focused on the fact that you didn't pass some bar exam that the world say you supposed to pass.
Thank God I didn't pass the sergeant's test. Whoo.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You better say that, Maul.
Thank God I didn't pass the sergeant's
Yeah.
test because it probably would have taken me in a whole different direction. So, hey, I don't know who said
you was
it.
hiding all that weed in the back of your cruiser. You know what I'm saying?
Carl, who said it? Who said it? To above all things, be true to thyself.
Somebody said that.
Somebody looked at it to
thine own self be true.
Above all things. Be true to thyself.
Because people only say, to thine own self be true. They only say that part.
Yeah.
They don't say the above all.
Because the reason why above all things you need to be true to yourself, because if you're not true to yourself, then nobody else's opinion is going to be true to you. You must know yourself first. So that's for
And
my
you wouldn't
that's
even
my
care
rule number
about
one.
hanging
Wouldn't
out
even
with
care.
that cool club.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
I promise you, I live in Atlanta. Like, again, and I'm just bumming off an ET celebrity. I get invited to a lot of stuff, bro, of some cool, what y'all would probably see as the coolest people in the world. I'm just being real. Have you? And I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm just like, I don't have a desire to be in that club. And they might be cooler than us. They might got more money. They might be on yacht. They might be doing, I'm talking about almost
But
billionaires.
does that make them cooler than us?
I'm saying, no, I'm just saying, like,
for
some people
somebody.
make
I know, I'm just putting it out there.
Some people might be thinking that foolishness.
Yeah, let me say this, though.
Because I think you cool when you be braiding Avery's hair.
Ooh, let's go.
I think you cool, bro.
Brushing.
Okay, I was gonna say, how well does he do, Maul? That list is short.
But what I'm saying is, okay, like, again, in Atlanta, it's a group. And again,
man. It's a
I
lot
might
of
be
groups in
adjacent
Atlanta.
to some of them.
Yeah.
They have like a couple people that I'm cool with. But I'm saying, like, bro, they doing like some big stuff. I'm talking about these parties that they have, you know, these events, these galas and stuff like that. Like, listen to what I'm trying to say. I could make it like they're cooler than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. We just sitting here. We going to Sophia. We ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, our idea, we just be hanging at a little table by ourselves. We don't do that kind of stuff. But I'm saying, if I put my energy and focus on, man, look at them.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Oh man, they on they having another yacht party, and we here doing a podcast. Like, bro, you can make it what you want to make it. I just chose to say these bums is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These is my guys.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I just say
In 14-degree weather.
I'm just saying.
No, we
Bro,
could be anywhere.
And listen to what I'm telling you.
We could be anywhere
I
in the
would
world.
rather be here with y'all
Than anywhere
than
else.
doing that. Because I've said that I place a high value on y'all.
Above all things.
Just like you, and so some of you might be in your spot looking like you want to be right here. And I'm telling you, don't try to be right
don't
here.
try to be there.
Be where you are.
Where you are.
Hey,
Make
you
that
ever-
place
Y'all
sweet.
ever read, and this, like, forgive the analogy, y'all, but you go on Amazon and you looking for something, whatever it is, some product to order, and you go through the reviews, and there's one review that it's like a 1 star, but follow what I'm saying.
your
It's a
whole-
1 star. But it don't even really talk about the product. Or it took 3 extra days to get here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
terrible service. It was terrible. That has
wasn't
nothing
packaged
to do
right.
with the product.
Yeah.
But that influenced you more than all the other reviews
100%.
about the product itself. And I'm saying that's kind of what we're doing.
Oh,
We're looking
100%.
at the one review
Yeah.
from that thing
Yeah.
and letting it destroy the whole product, the
Yeah.
package, everything.
real,
It
bro.
came with this beautiful box.
Oh,
you know
bro,
what I'm saying? The
I
package
promise
ain't
you.
damaged.
You could put up a post and have, let's say you put up a post on your outfit. You have 50 comments, fire emojis, and
That
one
one.
person like, look at that dumb shirt.
Yeah.
You smack yourself.
Oh, it just sit heavy.
I had somebody tell me in the beginning, like, hey, man, you should get in real estate. My cousin, uncle, brother, sister, friend tried it. And man, the tenants wasn't paying, man. It was this and that, man.
And they telling the truth.
And I'm sitting here listening like.
They're telling the truth.
You know what I'm saying? And that's your experience.
Yeah, you're telling the truth.
That's your experience.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, oh, man, you shouldn't get married, bro. Man, 55% of marriages end in divorce.
And that's the truth.
20 years later.
That's the truth.
20 years
Best
later.
decision of your life.
20 years
strong.
later, I'm
You
still.
feel me?
Is that a new ring?
It is. My wife bought me. Look, she got the watch too.
To go
match
with
the
it.
ring.
Praise God.
Yeah, bro.
Don't get Didi no ideas.
bro.
Don't get Didi no ideas.
Yeah.
Do we have to get him the Apple
My
ring?
baby, dog.
Oh, no. He don't need the Apple ring. He don't need the Apple ring.
He
don't
goes crazy.
need one.
Camille bought me 2 rings.
Yeah.
Dang, do it come off?
She bought me 2 rings.
Why you want it off though?
Oh, man,
No, I just
don't
seen
know,
it
bro.
was.
Dang.
Oh, that's why, yeah.
Yeah. She bought me 2 rings.
Yeah.
You know my eyes bad, Carl. Oh, this go with the watch.
Yeah, go with the watch,
It's
bro.
the blue.
Oh.
It's the blue.
It's the
And the inside of it.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. Go with the watch.
Almost make me want to wear a ring.
You know what I'm
If I
saying?
can get one like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Eric, a lot of people got a problem with that too.
What? Not wearing it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think Camille be mad at me. Camille was like, I don't like that. I was like, what?
I've never.
Camille be on all y'all. She be like, why the hell none of them wear wedding rings?
Bro,
Well, you know what?
I got caught up in my
I tried it
religion.
too. Mine
was in my religion.
I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just because CJ said, just because you got a ring on, don't mean that you really married. A lot of guys with rings on still do whatever.
She was like, Cap.
All right.
Yeah, Cap. You try it. No, my wife, no, listen. When we, listen.
I might have an Apple.
No. Hey, look.
Yeah,
bro.
You gonna get a text like, did you just take your ring off?
Hey, come here. Where Jamal at? Oh, he in the podcast room.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? My wife, I tried. So I tried to wear the regular band.
Yeah.
That didn't work. I kept taking it off, losing it. I would take it off on the table, be spinning it, falling. Like, I can't do it. And then she brought me the rubber one. You know, the kind of like just
You
little.
should be able to keep that on when you shower and everything, right?
I don't know. So me and E have a very similar phobia of like I can't wear a watch.
Yeah.
I can't that's why I can't wear my glasses. Bro, I get nervous when I wear the glasses. Like it was weird. Like even though I know I needed them, having them on my face, like it was just like one more thing to keep up with. I don't like having I don't got my wallet right now is over there in my shoe because I'm like, dog, I just don't like it on me. It was so funny when I figured out he did that. He was like, yo, I'm about to speak. Hold my keys in my wallet. And I'm like, they in his pockets. You can't even see him, but I'm like, something about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just
it feels restrictive.
It feel restrictive, and that's kind of how I am when I tried to wear the ring. Dog, again, now you could say it's Cap.
See, Camille, that's somebody else's opinion. I'm not listening to this foolishness.
Oh no, you good. You good. You wear a watch, bro. You ain't never seen me wear a watch. I got watches at home. I can't wear them.
Chain on. I thought I was gonna be cool, bro. It was the most annoying thing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do
Carl,
it.
let me find out you had ice at the crib. Hold on. Who knew Carl was iced out at the crib?
I couldn't do it.
That's what he been doing with his real estate checks. Buying diamonds to wear at the crib.
Diamonds on my diamonds.
Yes,
Asian sensation.
Right. Exactly. Crazy. Organifi, man. Shout out to the Superfood Green Juice Powder keeping this podcast sponsored up, man. We appreciate you for being the title sponsor of this podcast. Also, shout out to Game Changers, man. We changing lives out here. We taking people to the next level. Listen, man, if you want to learn how to become a professional paid speaker, all right, go to freespeakertest.com. All right, we're going to teach you what kind of speaker you are, then help you find the industry that's right for you to get out there and make that paper. All right, they say public speaking is
to go with it.
They said being a public speaker, speaking in public is one of the number one fears in the world, right? Number one phobia. So imagine if you can do it and you can do it at a high level, you can get paid. All right, so go to freespeakertest.com.
It is. They just on social media though. They
What?
I'm saying that can't be the number one fear no more with social
not in front
media.
Of people. You're not really in front of people.
It says
Carl, you didn't talk for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? In front of me and E. So you know it's true. You know what I'm saying? Carl over there like Cap. You
I'm
just started
saying,
talking about
I'm
podcast.
saying people are so comfortable now just talking and knowing that people watch it. I think that it would shift that somewhat. I don't know, but it could be
public
different.
speaking and
Right, it's
internet
different.
speaking is different.
Yeah,
You
it's
might be able to
different.
talk to your phone, but you're talking about getting up in front of a room of 1,000 people, something like that.
People start coughing and choking. And no names, E. I ain't gonna say no.
You feel me?
He was in the back with my little jazzy like, yep. You see that? Yep. You got it.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm just trying to keep it 1,000.
Maul's a public speaker now. How you like speaking, dog? You like it?
Everybody want to be a beast until it's time to do a beast.
What you think? Is it harder or easier than you expected? I mean, you've been on stage in front of thousands now. And
bro, I used to be, look, my first public speaking career started in the police department. When I used to lock people up, I'd be always
you have to have a conversation.
I'd be on one side of the desk like this, and I'd be like, look, man, you know what you did was wrong, man. You could do better than that. Now, see, and I used to be quoting stuff. I'd be like, look, man, you got to want this as bad as you want to breathe, dog.
And that's why the recidivism rate was through the roof. Joker right back to next.
Every time I used to lock somebody up, man, they would be like, they would thank me. They would be like, man, that cop, man, that Officer King, man. So I was doing this a long time ago, just not in front of thousands of people, though.
No
but I was definitely delivering.
What's the difference?
The difference is just really is in you.
I got you.
It's in you. Once, I think it might have been CJ that might have said, like, bro, your message is still the same, whether it's in front of one person or 1,000 people. It's still the message. I didn't want. Then he told me, dog, the difference is when you on stage, you worry how people looking at you, and if you looking right or if you say something wrong,
opinions,
or and things like that. But it's like, dog, look, the message, and it's like, look, man, somebody in that audience, bro, I don't care if it's 1,000 people in there. One person, 2 people that get your message and it change their life, you done your job.
Oh, you strong, Mark. You saw how you got a habit stacking to it. He sound like oh man.
$13.99.
Yeah, that sounds strong.
Mark, what's going on with Make Real Estate Real, bro?
Man, dog, people are realizing, that they are one property away from from whatever it is,
from
man.
Their dreams and goals.
Yeah. Shout out to, I can't remember my man's name, but he was in Charleston, and it was a news reporter that you got him on the phone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my brother, he reached out to me again.
Wow, he did?
Yeah, he reached out to me again, and he was just like, man, bro, make real estate real, bro. You just don't, news anchor, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he was just like, bro, one property has changed my life.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and shout out to the what the other wave that I love that we're creating, and we want to do more in that space is Maul got a bunch of professional athletes now. And I know some cats for the 49ers and like some other programs that we've worked with that are now real estate. I know some of them on their 3rd, 4th property, things of that nature. NFL cats who are understanding that, okay, NFL mean not for long. I'm not going to have this money forever. I need to do something with the money I got. And you got a lot of them investing as well and Make Real Estate Real. So go to makerealestatereal.com. And check out what Maul's got going on, man. Get yourself to the next level. Carl, deep it in the brand.
Man, we just did a training last night. It's funny the conversation we had today. The training we did last night was talking about your niche. Being in your niche, like all the way down, like what are you like a specialist at, and understanding that from the beginning so you can create content your way. Not worried about what nobody else think. Like you understand the industry you're in, you understand the client you're trying to serve, and now you create content. Nikki always says it. If you just woke up at 3:47 in the morning, that's the time. I don't know why she picked that time. But 3:47 in the morning, you had to create something. What feels natural to you? That's what we want you to do. Nothing else. We're not teaching you to just do it the way E did it. Do it the way Nope. What feels natural to you? Do it that way. We're not worried about all that. Once you study, do your research on the industry, and we know the audience, man, you're going directly to them. You speaking to them and nothing else, and they're going to hear your voice. My sheep know my voice, man. So I2C, man, deeperthanthebrand.com. Make sure y'all check it out. We teaching you how to do it your way and make it work.
Habit stacking 2.
Come on.
It's coming on.
Come on. Part 2.
Me and Mark gonna do this together.
Stack them
Bad boys.
Stack them habits.
Bad boys.
Mike Loud.
It's free. We will be sending it directly to your phone. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to download it. It's just right there.
You ain't even got to pay for shipping. We gonna pay.
No, we pay for shipping. Hey, man, we love y'all. We out of here. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all